They're like, you want to see my tattoos? Welcome to another episode of the Park Hopper Show podcast. And let me just tell you, if you're listening only, you're doing yourself a disservice. And you should check out the YouTube channel. And you should go to your youtube.com and search for Visit Mickey with Jenna to find these podcasts, because this is going to be a very visual episode. We will describe what we're doing, but as for those just listening, Jenna showed off her shirt with her hand and said no words while I said we would describe what we're doing. We are talking about souvenirs you get at the parks, be they awesome or, you know, this. Points to her shirt. And
this shirt is awesome.
And it's something. On a scale of nothing to something, it is something. So.
All right.
Now, I guess we could just start with ill-advised clothing. And that is what, I've got something in here for ill-advised clothing. So are you kidding me, Maggie? We just started. You were fine, baby girl. All right, so when you go to any major theme park in this country, we are close to Kings Island.
Yes.
We're in the Midwest. And I have fallen into the trap of...
Midwest.
I mean, are we in the Mideast?
I never considered myself Midwest.
Look,
anyway.
it's New York, Florida, California, Texas, Midwest.
Okay.
But we're in Kentucky, and I
know.
Stinking dog. You were just so good the last episode. So,
keep going.
As a rite of passage, we would go to Kings Island and buy the dumbest hats and things like that, like a big... we were 90s kids. We were born in the 80s, me and Jenna.
We were.
But people our age, we would go to Kings Island and you would get caught at this gift shop by the door and you would just buy something ridiculous. You're like, this was fun for the day. I'm 12 and I'm going to buy a silly hat.
So, like, what was their theme?
Their theme was nothing. For a while, it was Paramount.
Okay.
And they were like, this ride's now, it's Top Gun. And we're like, last year it was called nothing. But you would just buy something silly. Like I have I bet I still do have it. It's like a tall hat. Just a dumb tall hat because you were like, this is fun. And then you go home and you're like, what am I doing with this hat? And Disney is not immune to such shenanigans. So why don't you just tell me that great story you just told me about the shirt, the zip up that you're wearing right now?
The best shirt ever.
To be
So when we were there in...
2020. I can go ahead and tell you when you were there.
In December. Mm-hmm. Of 2020.
Does it say that on there? Okay, it does not.
It doesn't say December.
If they sold month shirts, that would really be, that would be something. People would collect them.
I had brought a couple sweatshirts, but the evenings were pretty chilly.
Yeah.
And so I was tired of being cold. And I went to our gift shop at the Contemporary, and long and behold.
Which is ironic with that shirt that you were at the someplace called the Contemporary.
They had this shirt on clearance, 50% off. Mm-hmm. And I'm all about a good deal. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I could spend $50 and get me one that's not bright blue with the year on it. Or I could spend half of that much.
I know she's wearing the ugly shirt. I can't help it.
And get this. Can I turn around and show the back?
I mean, I don't know how I can stop you.
I can do it, but you got to see the back.
So again, on the video, she's showing the back. There's a
amazing.
Minnie Mouse head. There is the spaceship Earth. There's Pluto.
The
date,
look
the
how
castle.
much you get
There's
for your
Goofy. I mean, yeah. Well, if you're paying by the graphic, I will tell you that is a steal. And that's often how I buy my clothes. Based on I will tell you, most of my shirts come from our church because we get them at cost, and they're very soft. So all of these shirts.
Usually wear, yeah.
They're just the best shirts because they're all $7. And they're all
it fits great. It's cozy. It's fleece inside.
I mean, I'm not going to doubt its
my
comfort.
husband wouldn't walk by me.
Yeah.
Once I had it on.
Yeah.
He refused. And even now, so I think the thing is, like at Disney, there are some souvenirs you buy and then you never wear it again because in Disney World it looks cool, but walking around coffee shops it might not. So, but this is one that I still bust out and will wear.
No.
And then my whole family runs away from me.
Now, so here's the thing. And this might be controversial to some people out there because there are definitely Disney moms and Disney people who love these kind of clothes. It's not our thing. But because you would not buy a shirt that didn't say Disney that looked like that, would you?
Probably not.
Like, what is a brand that you like? Well, you buy lots of clothes on Amazon, apparently. You wouldn't buy a shirt that said Amazon and had a big, like, the smile thing on
Actually,
the
I do have a shirt that says,
picture of Jeff Bezos'
here
head on
comes Amazon, here comes Amazon, right down my driveway. So
and this is why we don't sing.
So but underneath I have
Whoa.
Darth Vader with a Mickey balloon.
Oh, that's
I do have a ton of Mickey.
She didn't buy that at Disney. That's an Etsy shirt.
That's an Etsy. But I do have a lot of
bootleg
Disney
merch
shirts that you asked for it.
Ha! You got Lion King'd.
So, okay, Paul, you're up.
Well, funnily enough,
Funly.
things
Like that.
hilariously, things that you would wear at Disney World and think fun. Also, to go back with my story of, for some reason, my fascination with hats as a child. Let me preface with the story. I was an only child, still am an only child. And we would go, and my parents would say, sure. And by parents, I'm sure, I mean my mother would say, yeah, that sounds fine. And my dad, who was a firefighter, would say, Oh, man, that boy. But we will start off with something, and I will go ahead and say, has stood the test of time because my children play with it now.
Oh,
Please describe this hat.
my goodness.
Please describe this hat.
Are you? I can't look at you right now.
That's why
Are you
this
serious?
is. It used to have a big feather here, but
How
it's
old?
30 years old. This hat.
How old were you when you got it?
9, maybe 10.
That's a little old.
Shut up. Look at your shirt. How old were you when you got that? I can tell you it was late 30s.
Paul, I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Well, you shouldn't have, because I don't wear this in public. I don't wear this to job interviews or to meet people.
All right, so Paul is wearing
Feel it. You got
a silk
it's satin. It's not silk.
satin.
Some kind of
Oh, and there's sequins
gigolo.
along the
Oh
side
yeah. What about this?
with a big rhinestone in the front,
How dare you?
and it's turquoise
And
around the brim.
It's a Prince
and
Ali hat.
pink on top.
It's purple on top, and it's
pink,
teal on the
fuchsia.
side.
Fuchsia.
We can go with fuchsia.
So it is a Prince Ali hat.
Yes.
But man,
and
you
it's-
are not a prince.
You know what? Neither was Aladdin. He had the whole outfit on. I don't have a cape when I pull a string.
Oh my gosh.
So here's the deal.
I didn't know you had that.
Yeah,
So
again.
your girls play
Because
with
I wouldn't
it.
wear it outside. Because my wife wouldn't walk with me down the street wearing this hat. I can tell you that right now. My kids think it's funny. It was in their dress-up chest. Now it used to have a big feather here, and
yeah.
it was. They used to have a hat shop at Hollywood Studios, and I was like, well, let's go get a hat. And it was between this and a Sorcerer's Apprentice, like big Mickey hat. And who needs that? Because
That would have been way better.
I think it would have been equal.
No, that thing is atrocious.
Listen, a Sorcerer's Apprentice hat says, this guy loves Disney. This hat says, if my wife ever left me, Tinder would be on fire, because this hat would really, it really sets the stage
Can
for
you
it.
please wear that in the park next time you go?
I mean, I might.
Yeah,
wear it
you
to
could get
the
away with
store,
that.
The groceries. They're like, sir, you're dressed up like somebody, aren't you? We can't tell who you're dressed up as. You have to take your costume off.
Crazy.
It's something. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So you're not going to be able to top that.
So you wore it when you were 9, it still fits you.
It was big. It's a big, because I have a large head. And
I need to see a picture of you as a kid wearing that.
I don't know if there's any picture. Again, my dad was like, what are we doing? Honey,
I'm
what
sure
are we
your
doing?
dad loved that.
What are we doing?
So you were 9.
I'm sure
so
I was.
that
It was,
what,
I was
91?
Yeah, sure.
Was that right when Aladdin came out?
I'm sure Aladdin came out a little bit later than, you know what? I don't know. But please, what is the follow-up question that way?
Well, I'm just curious, like, so was that just the hot item at that time?
I might have been 17.
Because Aladdin had just come out?
No, I'm telling you, it was at a hat shop, and I was like, well, what? I mean,
But it's Aladdin.
you know what? Here's the thing. I don't know why I have hats. 92 is when it came out. So yeah, I would have been right there. That was.
So that was a hot item.
I'm sure it was.
And then, do you remember the Aladdin parade? Where
with the genie?
there was the genie and his head came off and stuff?
Vaguely, with the fingers dancing. They were,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, and this hat would have been.
Yeah, you could have stood right there and watched the parade with that hat on.
You ain't never had a hat like this. Yeah.
All right.
Put it on you. Beep. Oh, you're Princess Ollie now.
Okay.
Yep. Good luck topping it. Sure.
All right.
Good. Yeah. I'm not going to make fun of you anymore.
Well, I think this goes well with my jacket.
Oh, man. Yeah.
This is actually Stella's.
Now listen.
So my daughter's 13. She was 12, and this was cool. She got this on our last trip, loved it, and it looks really good on her.
Now, your
daughter I think it goes well with mine.
Is great. I don't think the hat's cool. But I do like the retro Disney World logo patch on it. And that is similar to the shirt that my wife was like, you can't buy that because you won't wear that. I will say...
I don't know. It's like, I think you could get away with that more than...
Look, it matches my hat. It's got the colors. So
it's the 90s.
But it's not.
I like it.
They were so long ago. The 90s were 30 years ago.
Stop it.
That madness. All right. So I will go out on a limb and say, I guess we need to preface this with saying souvenirs are great because you'll have memories that you make. And like if you're like me, you take lots of pictures, lots of video. But it's fun to have physical items that you have. I like physical items. I'm going to say clothing may not be the best souvenir, as we've seen. Oh. I mean, and results may vary. I don't have them with me. I do like the magic bands. I don't consider those clothing, but it's like a wearable little thing.
Which you want to save now.
Yeah, because you're not getting them anymore for free.
And we always, when we go on our trips, we give the girls a gift card, a Disney gift card, or we'll ask for them for Christmas from aunts and uncles or whatever. And that's their souvenir money.
Do they still have, is that a Costco deal where you get cheaper cards?
I don't think they've done that in a long time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know. I wish they did. But you could do like Target. You could get, your 10% off.
Oh, do they? Okay.
If you have your red card.
Give us that tip. Tip for the day.
Tip for the day.
Stop. You have your own song.
I still like to sing it. So as far as souvenirs go, it is great to give your kids a gift card with a set amount on it. And you say, look, this is your amount. You can do whatever you want with it. And my girls love going into the shops. And, of course, they always want to buy something the first day. But we'll tell them, look, we're going to be in these shops every day. We're going to go to several shops that might have different things. So let's wait and hold off. And so they look at all the things. And like you said, you used to be able to get these cards cheaper at Costco. I don't think they're doing that anymore. But at Target, you can get them if you have the red card and get 10% off. Or Kroger, if you get them on the weekends, you get your gas points. You get like 4 times the gas points or something like that.
That's fun.
If you buy gift cards on the weekends.
A good tip.
That's my tip of the day.
I'm going to piggyback that tip with saying, if you're buying souvenirs, buy them on the way out. You don't want to be lugging around.
Yeah. Well, true. But if you're staying on property,
ship it back to the hotel.
They'll send it to your hotel.
Well, if you want to do that, take my tip back. I put my tip right back in my hat.
Oh, gosh.
Good day.
All right.
We'll show the size of this next one, the industrial automaton.
So this is from Disneyland. So that's pretty
has it been washed in the last year and a half? So R2C19, that's who that is.
The Star Wars land. Dun, dun, dun. Mr. Droid.
It's a margarita machine. I wish. There you go.
All right. So.
Oh, no, it's got a.
Hopefully it still works.
I'm scared.
But.
Well, don't be bringing stuff on this show that's broken. It needs some batteries. I have a double A.
Oh, you gotta turn this thing
I have a double A if you need it.
Of course you do.
Can you talk to it?
So this is where you can build a droid in Disneyland or Disney World. You put together the pieces. This was a lot of fun. My girls did enjoy doing
Oh, sounded just like me.
And so you get to pick the color and all the pieces and what it does. Oh, dear. I haven't done this in a long time.
Yeah, you're missing out, folks. If you're not watching the video, she is rolling a droid all over the place.
So it also, these interact with the land. So if you can walk around Star Wars land with the remote, walk it, and it'll do things based on where you are in the park.
Oh my gosh, it's creepy. All right. Well, I can't wait till we talk about the hotels because I'm sure it'll do something fun with the new the Star Wars experience hotel and things that they're doing too. But this is
I'm having too much fun now.
This is almost not a souvenir as much as this is just a whole super cool toy.
So I feel like this is, I think these are $99. Okay, but you get the experience of putting them together.
Yeah.
And so you go through this factory and you pick the pieces and you put them together and then they like activate it. They put it on this machine and all this stuff works and it activates your droid. You name it and all this stuff. And then when you get home, it's a toy too.
What's this one's name?
I don't know. I don't know.
Put it back in its home.
I know, it has a nice little box too. Now,
Space
taking
pod.
this on the airplane was fun. We took it on as a carry-on.
Why didn't you just have the store ship it back to your house, smarty pants?
No, I
all your
meant they would
tips?
take it back to your hotel
I know. I'm
room.
just. I know. Hey, relax. I'm still mad that you're
I
upset.
think I left that on. Don't let me forget to turn that off.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. So,
your turn.
well, I mean, I'm going to take a little bit of your thunder. Then I had like small stuff because I came from my house. I wasn't just ransacking things. I like some of the simple stuff, like the buttons. This was Addie's first visit button, my oldest, and it was just a simple thing. But some of the Disney magic where you show up and they're like, "Here's a button," and then we also had. They gave her a birthday button too, maybe because it was right around her birthday the first time we went. So she was just covered in buttons, and it was like, well, what a funny but like fun little deal. But like,
And they're free.
Keepsakes.
They're free.
For now, keepsakes in our house. So I think it's a fun souvenir, and if your mom's blowing all your, of course, if your mom's blowing all your vacation money on jackets, then you can get something nice to take home that didn't cost anything.
So this was Mickey's 90th birthday.
Holy smokes! What is
2019.
this square one?
Okay, this is when we did the Walk in Walt's Footsteps tour.
Oh.
Yeah. There. In Disneyland. First visit. I don't know why that says first visit 2018.
Y'all lied to get buttons. We've never been here. What's this?
Oh, Vero Beach. That's Vero Beach.
Oh,
Gave us
hey.
one.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so if you don't have a jacket, they wrote the date on the button for you.
Birthday. These are all Julia's because she keeps her stuff like bagged
Does she
up.
go on her birthday?
Look at how they did the 2020. So this was our Disneyland first visit.
Oh, yeah. Has it been washed? No, don't touch it.
Mickey's birthday.
Mickey's birthday. Everybody's getting a birthday. Julia, Mickey.
Another Julia birthday. We go in March a lot, and Julia's birthday's in March.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, I thought she was... Something go on. Okay, so yes, we love the buttons.
I beg your
too.
pardon.
We've got an anniversary.
Oh, my goodness. I just realized what you were talking
No,
about.
I thought she was like having a seizure or something. Austin and I have gotten anniversary pins. But also what's fun with the pins is that
Romance.
the cast members see them, they'll call you out. Like, happy birthday. See your button.
No, like, I see
They
your-
used to give you. So when we were going, when Stella was little, we would go in December. And they used to give you like a free dessert at dinner.
Oh,
I don't know if they're doing that anymore.
no. Now they're like, you want to see my tattoos?
Anyways, moving on. What's your next one?
So dumb. People are real mad.
Actually, you do that. I'll be right back.
Well, I'm going to wait.
I'm going to take my battery pack. Oh, gosh.
Well, that is something. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Keep talking.
Well, so she's left me alone here. So perhaps I'll do my Johnny Carson impression with... Well, we're getting some fresh references. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. You're getting your... Oh, yes.
I mean, it's park hopping. It's
now, you
not
used to
just
have
Disney,
a cross there. Is that correct?
Okay.
Are we going to... Let's slide over to their neighbor, Universal Studios.
Okay, real quick.
Now, we don't even have to do it real quick. We got time where you got to be. Now, I personally, I think we've talked about in the past episodes, I like the nostalgia of some of these things. And
Yes.
I have some, again, being an only child, we had something that we like to call the one of each. We would just go to places and we would get something, but I have the souvenir book of Universal Studios from 1992.
Oh my gosh.
Look, they still sold film for cameras. That's how old they are. But, I mean,
that is so fun.
It's got,
Fievel.
Look at the Fievel.
I love Fievel.
Let's see Fievel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hey, American Tail. There are no cats in America. Oh, you like Fievel too there, nameless droid? That's nice.
The droid likes Fievel.
So, with all the updates that Disney's doing now, and all the parks are doing now, I think it's fun because Universal has grown amazingly in 30 years. So this is like what it was when I was a kid. Like, look at this kid short pants being held by the Swamp Thing from the USA Network hit show that no one's ever heard of.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah.
Now see, this logo, Universal Studios logo, is very retro, but that's what's on everything.
Yeah, well, I like
The
it.
neon light, that's what's on all their merchandise.
It's because that's when it was cool. Look, the Murder, She Wrote
oh my gosh.
show.
That is neat.
And not to be beat by the Murder, She Wrote mug from Universal Studios.
So who got that?
My mother. She
Okay.
loved. You know what? Apparently, my mom loved, before murder shows were big on Netflix, where real murders were taking place in night and day, it was just all on TV. It was like, well, look at this sweet old lady. Everybody's getting killed. And people loved that show. And I've probably seen every episode of Murder, She Wrote. And it turns out my wife has too.
Oh, that's funny.
That's just a thing that people used to watch. And I remember, I guess we didn't get it. In my mind, we got it. But they had a mug for, they used to have the Bates Motel from Psycho, and it had a bell. Bing, bing.
Cute.
So it was like, well, so then we'll bring this out too. I just grabbed some stuff out the door because then the Bates Motel matches.
Oh my gosh. Grab
just-
stuff out the door. This is all sitting
This
by
is
the
on
door.
a shelf in my office. So I just grabbed a bunch of stuff because I have a shelf of
Fun.
old junk from my life in there. So, I might as well just get all these dumb things out. But this is good stuff for anywhere, Disney World, Universal now, because in the future you'll go, oh.
I know. That's what's fun about a souvenir.
We've got King Kong, and these are postcards, when people used to mail postcards.
So we still do postcards.
The Murder, She
We
Wrote
love
Mystery
doing
Theater,
postcards.
we were big Murder, She Wrote people, Jessica
There's
Fletcher.
E.T. Back
How-
to the Future
is that good?
not there anymore.
I know. This is the Bates Motel, the Alfred Hitchcock Experience and the Bates Motel Hotel that was there
Oh, cool.
from 1990, and then Earthquake is gone as well. But this
Yeah,
was just
I
stuff
love
that,
that.
91, we just bought just, I guess, probably
was
cheap
fun.
stuff out the door, but it was like, these are fun little things to have. And then
That's a good idea.
my mom was a big collector, and I have hoarding tendencies in my family, but I just don't buy new things. So I have all this junk from when I was a child that just sits around, but nothing new, but old stuff galore. So I think those are fun little things that you don't usually think of to get.
Right.
And, stuff with the date, not maybe quite as elaborate as this shirt, but, postcards with, in case you're not watching the video, it had a King Kong confrontation and, what would you say, Back to the
She Wrote,
Future,
Back to the
best, one of the best
Future,
rides that they
yeah.
took out of there. And it was just
That's a
memories
fun
that you
thing to
have.
do. Yeah,
but it's like,
the postcards are not expensive.
and it's like,
that's something that
you
you
might
can
look back
keep.
one day and go,
Yeah.
oh, wow, I remember this. This is fun. Like, what is something, well, we talked about the last episode, but like one day you might look back and think about Splash Mountain, like the stuff now. When they first said it was going to change over, they said the next day all the stuff was gone. People were like,
Yeah.
they're going to sell on eBay because capitalism. But we hold on to stuff like this. People were like, well, I'll pay $600 for a T-shirt with Brer Rabbit on it. And you're like, why? Don't do that. But so I like stuff with the date. I like stuff, like I said, understated with the date. And but stuff that it's actually memories and stuff. So
Okay.
What else you got?
Going to Universal. I'm a big cup person. I love cups.
she likes big sips.
Crap. And so this was what I got. I had been eyeing this up our whole trip and finally bought it like the last day because I really wanted it. And it is. It's a great cup.
And what is it? Can you explain to the people who aren't watching?
Oh, it's a cup.
It sure is.
Insulated, so you can do cold or hot.
It's like a thermos mug, isn't it? Like
It's
you're saying
big,
cup,
yeah.
but it's like a big.
It is like a thermos.
It keeps hot and cold. It said on the bottom.
It slides. It's not. It's broken.
Well, that was very
sad.
heartbreaking in the middle of this show.
So, anyways, it's not the Tervis brand. It's just a different brand, but I have really liked this cup. It's
You know what you do next time you go in a couple weeks? You just
I know. I need to
grab
get
another
that
lid while you're walking around.
replaced. I should take that.
You're like, what's going on here? And you switch them out. And no one will ever know.
No, I'm sure they'll just switch it out for me. Tell them it broke.
It's not Disney.
All right. And then our other Universal souvenir this year was
Yes, pretty cool stuff.
the wand at Harry Potter.
Watch where you point that thing. I don't want to be turned into like a frog or something.
So these we talked about in our Universal podcast, but you can go to Ollivanders.
It's a Harry Potter wand.
It's a Harry Potter wand, and you can have the wand pick you. So the wizard does this whole thing where a wand picks you. You do it.
Nerd. I'm sorry. It's allergies here are terrible.
You do a magic spell, and it either does a good thing or it does something silly, and then that's not the wand for you. But anyways, and then around the park, they have windows where you can do shapes and stuff and make magic happen in the window. So both of our girls got this. We got a little stand to put it on.
Yeah.
And we also got a quill pen. And this is what they used.
Is that from the Hall of Presidents?
It's from Harry Potter.
Oh.
This is also what my girls used when they wrote their postcards to send home.
Oh, y'all send postcards? Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, we do postcards.
But you actually send them out?
We send them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we always, wherever we go. And then, so they wrote their Harry Potter
Man, that just looks like it's not going to...
postcards with a quill pen.
Here,
that's fun.
You can put that feather right at the top of this. Replace my feather. That is
All right,
a
so
quill
that's
pen.
my Universal stuff.
That's a lot of fun, though, that quill pen. That's the kind of stuff that that usually my family would go, that's not going to last, because a feather... You're going to really have to take good care of a feather to keep that going. But it's
I
neat.
mean,
It's
I
a neat
don't know
idea.
how long that will last.
It's a neat idea. I like it.
But it was cute while they were doing their postcards, and it kind of got them in the mood.
Now, if your kids, are they, I forget, what is their Harry Potter exposure?
Stella's read most of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then Julia has watched the first one. But that's it.
Well, so if she had to pick Harry Potter or Star Wars, what would she do?
Ooh, that's hard.
Because they're...
I think she likes the Star Wars movies better.
Yeah.
But I think she liked the Wizarding World of Harry Potter better.
She didn't get in all the Star Wars books. There's really lots of them. A whole canon of non-canon books. I guess actually they're not. But all right.
No, she didn't get into those. So all right.
Because you have quite a cool Harry Potter toy and a Star Wars toy, and that earlier episode we kind of sussed out that they're essentially the same thing, just from different lands. That Star Wars is Disney. Well, it's Disney, Star Wars, Universal, Harry Potter. Yeah. But you get the same kind of crowd that likes those things, and you can build a lightsaber.
You
instead
can,
of, like,
and that
this thing.
price just went up.
Well, what I'm saying is, you get your wand and a lightsaber, and it's essentially.
So you do
you get your
like
little
in
fight
Star
sticks.
Wars land, you have people walking around. Like in
it's the same thing.
Star
it's people
Wars
in
robes.
capes swinging fake sticks at each other. It's the same thing. All right.
And then you go to Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and they are
look at
wearing
those
their
Star
capes.
Wars nerds. And they're like, look at those Harry Potter nerds. And it's like, you guys are the same people. And to be fair, I was a big Star Wars person, and I enjoy the Harry Potter movies. But I mean, it's the same cool. I do like the stuff. It's toys that are like it's. What do you even call that? Franchise-specific toys that are only available in the parks, because that's where you can buy these cool things.
And that's what we like. We like to get something that's different. I will say, out of all of those, the wand is the cheapest. Yeah. The wand's only $50. The droid is $100, and I think the lightsaber just went up to $220. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my gosh, it's not a real lightsaber, people. It's not going to cut anything.
It is pretty cool, though. All right.
To be fair, I grew up in a time, the great time between the Star Wars films, where we had the 3 good ones, the 2.5 good ones, and before the 3 terrible ones came out, and there was just a vast wasteland of no Star Wars, some books, but no movies.
That's true.
I had to order a lightsaber in a catalog, and it took 6 to 8 weeks to come to my house, and it wasn't Star Wars brand, but I had one that went whoop, like the little tubes that came out.
Those.
I had one that wasn't Star Wars brand because they did not sell them in stores, because who was still into Star Wars?
Who was still into it? Interesting, yeah.
Someone who bought this hat as a child.
All right.
Are you going to do another one?
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and do another one?
Okay.
You have way more than me.
So this goes back to
Holy smokes.
our grandparent episode we did.
It is a pin trading bag.
Traveling with grandparents. We go one year. Actually, I think it was the first year my dad went. Mm-hmm. And he was like, they have trading pins. I'm going to get the girls their first trading pins and a lanyard.
Your dad is an interesting character.
And
I don't like him.
He got them started on trading pins. And I do. I love it because it is... it's a fun way, pre-COVID, for kids to interact with other kids in line. Mm-hmm. They look at each other's pins and they trade and all that stuff. Or you get the adults, the random adults that have pins all over their backpacks, and you can wheel and deal with them. So this is Julia's little bag. She has another bag, but this is one of them. And it is layered, and she's got them organized. You're going to love this.
Goodness.
Well, she did. She had little notes. Sticky notes on what each page was, but like these are princesses.
Should have done some more show prep.
And
check
so
the bag before she started talking.
So
those are fun though.
she has some that she is willing to trade, and then some that she is not willing to trade. See, there's a bunch in here.
Oh,
that I think are her traders. Yeah.
So many pins.
And there's different themes. Like there's the cupcake theme. So there's different characters shaped as cupcakes.
Yeah.
And then these are her rides. So whenever our girls try a new big ride, they get a pin for it. So there's Tower of Terror that goes up and down. Big Thunder, the train goes around. There's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. The Slinky Dog. Rise of the Resistance. No, that's Flight of Passage. Test Track. Rise of the Resistance.
Just to show off that you all went on Rise of the Resistance.
And then she has a really special one somewhere in here from the Walt tour.
From Drinking Around the World. She was the youngest to ever do it, I heard. She's not.
Where
she could really hold her beer.
It's a good one.
Should I do something to entertain?
But so what's funny is, and I think we talked about this another time too, but the pin trading couple on Instagram.
Yep.
They were at the park one time when we went in Disneyland, and they. So when we did the Walk in Walt's Footsteps tour, we each got this very special pin, and Austin didn't really care to keep his, so he let Julia trade it, and so the pin trading couple was very excited about that because it was a rare. Oh, I'll have to ask her. It's really neat. Anyways, it opens up and it has Walt in it. And
she didn't know I had an Instagram an hour ago, but she follows these strangers, so that's fine. It's no big deal.
I do follow you. So anyways, there's Mary Poppins Minnie, and she has Bert in here. So trading pins are a big thing for us. They didn't take them on the last trip we went on. But right now with COVID, it's kind of weird.
Y'all
you have to go to certain
on the
stores.
Airplane. Huh? So y'all are just fun on the airplane. Do you have 75 little swords in your boat?
Our security process.
What is that? It's a wand? Yep, it's a wand.
And a robot.
You lost a...
Uh-oh. These are the little backs you can buy. The little Mickey back.
Oh, that doesn't come with it?
Well, they do. But some people will trade. Like, you can get on Amazon and buy a big pack of pins that are just random. You don't know what you're getting. And then you can trade with those.
Yeah.
Well, those won't come with the nice backs like that. But
if you're a real crazy person, can you wear them as earrings?
Ooh. Never even thought about that.
That's the same thing to me as an earring. It's just...
Cut myself.
Oh, no.
All right.
Don't do that. All right, well...
Your turn.
I mean, you're just really outshining me with some of this stuff, but I would say...
All you gotta do is put that on.
One of my favorites, and I like this one because it has a story, and it's one of those things that we'll tell the grandkids about, and my wife will always be upset with me about. But it's my Country Bear Jamboree mug.
That's cute.
Now, they have the popcorn cups. You don't have any of your little mugs here?
Oh, I have a ton of popcorn buckets.
Why don't you go grab a popcorn bucket and I'll talk about this?
I love the popcorn buckets.
So why don't you go grab a popcorn bucket while I talk about this?
You keep going.
All right. So this is another fun souvenir because it's actually something that you...
Oh, dear.
that you use during... while you're at the park. And I had a soda in this, and, you got your food budget. You add $3 or $4 on, and you get this fun cup. And... I don't know. There's all kinds of a clatter. Oh my gosh, what is happening? So, the Country Bear Jamboree, a fun ode show. But it's a mug, and you sip your soda out of, fill it back up. You take it home, and if your wife is feeling like she might be unhappy with you, you fill this up and have your nightly dinner drink with your Country Bear Jamboree mug.
When did you get that?
We got this in when Addie was little, like the last time we went.
I didn't know they still made those.
Let me tell you. So we're in the midst of a move.
I gotta get one more thing.
The previous move, we were, this little item found itself in the trash can at my house. It's a fun story. And maybe should I just keep going or should I wait for Jenna to come back? And a couple of the good items that I'm going to talk about in a minute, and the kind of stuff you can get at Disney World, I didn't get to bring with me because they are packed up to pretend that we don't have a bunch of clutter in our house so people will buy our house. But in our last move, this was in the trash can. When the cabinets got cleaned out and I went to spit some gum out and I went, how did this end up in the trash can?
What do you put in here?
Whatever you want.
No, what do you put in here?
Whatever I want.
Open it up.
It depends on how Papa's feeling.
Oh, that opens. Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's not a real mug, but it's, yeah. So I would, sit out on the deck and grill and put a big soda or something in there and just sip it out like a country bear.
Hilarious.
And, it's funny because all the cabinets in our house, this was the only thing that got thrown out of them. And I was like, honey.
Was that refillable?
I mean, anything's refillable, but
No,
I think you
like
can.
in the park?
You know what? I don't know. But it's,
I like
we go to the souvenir,
That's fun.
like you go to the zoo or you go somewhere and they're like, would you like a souvenir cup? And you're like, it's something that looks like the back of your shirt that you've got on. This is a fun souvenir cup that I like. And I said, now look, honey, I'm going to keep this. I'm taking this out of the trash. I can't believe you threw it away. I'll never trust you again with any of my things that are missing. But if you're going to throw something away, wives, put it underneath something. Give us something.
You should just throw it on top.
It was just on top. It was more of the disrespect than the fact that it was thrown out. So it is now on a shelf. I don't drink out of it because heaven forbid it's hand wash only. So you're not going to put that in the dishwasher. So it's just on a shelf in my office now. But I love this mug, and the next time I go back, I'll probably get another one. Do you have let's see some popcorn buckets
Okay.
because this is another functional
I forgot.
thing.
I am I've been big collector of popcorn buckets.
I think my popcorn bucket.
Oh, I'm still missing.
I have a popcorn bucket. I have another popcorn bucket that didn't make the last move either that I'm not very happy about. It was from Ghostbusters from Krispy Kreme. It's not from it's not from Disney. No, I have my Disney popcorn bucket hidden away.
Okay. So
devil woman.
Okay, most of the buckets are like this.
Yeah,
just the
I
bucket
like this one.
with
Christmas
the handle.
bucket.
That's Christmas.
I like Christmas themed things too. I have a Halloween bucket.
Here's another Christmas one.
It's the little skulls that are the dancing skulls.
Yeah.
The holiday themed things are always my favorites.
So you can buy these in the park, and then they will refill it with popcorn.
It seems like so much
for
popcorn.
$2.
What?
It used to be $1, but so we always got these.
It used
we
to
would
all
hang
be
it on
orange
our
groves
stroller.
down there too, in Swampland. But now there's rides. It's magic.
So I just love these because that's one thing. Everybody loves popcorn.
Yeah,
And
she's juicing some lemons over there.
You can get it refilled and hang it on your stroller. They come with lids. Also, we use these at home a lot.
Stink.
Like when we do family movie nights, or
I love it. I'm a big popcorn
if we go
bucket
to
person.
like our city used to do outdoor movies, we would go
Well, they
and
will
we would
again,
pack
won't they?
popcorn in these. But when we went to Disneyland, no, this was when I did a training in Disneyland.
Oh, Disneyland. I
and
love
got this one.
Oh, that's fun.
I love it. Now, it's a little difficult because the hole is back here.
It's like a Mr. Potato Head. You just fill it up in his rear end and fill the popcorn.
So you put the popcorn in there.
She is holding a big yellow
And
Mickey ear popcorn bucket, and it is super cool.
It looks like the balloon.
Are you dumping these on my hat? Are you kidding me?
It has this fun little strap. How fun is that? And you wear it, and you have your popcorn.
Oh,
now,
you can wear the popcorn thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can wear the popcorn thing.
I'm putting it on right now.
Okay, now look at this one.
This is
This
Listen, wearable food.
is
Come
a
on.
popcorn bucket.
What?
What? I know.
That's the Millennium Falcon. It made the Kessel Run in under 6 parsecs, I believe. You can tell me I'm wrong in the comments. I'm not sure.
So One of my students last year, they go to Disney a lot, and he brought me this.
I mean, what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Isn't that awesome?
And then you're just...
Yeah, you can.
This is amazing.
It's my favorite.
This is my...
I
mean, I'll trade you my hat for it.
No. All right, so... This is a popcorn bucket. I don't know if they still have these.
But amazing.
You put the popcorn. This is very difficult, though.
That costs $85.
Because you have to put it down in there, and then you have to reach down in there. But it does light up.
What? I can't see it. The back of the Millennium Falcon is lighting up like it's getting ready to go into hyperspace. That's not right. What is it?
Yeah, hyperspace.
Is it hyperspace?
So,
I can't hear it.
And you can wear this one, too. So here's the funny story about this one, okay?
That is amazing.
The Rise of Skywalker came out a few years ago.
Why is she kissing the other guy?
And this was last year. So this was right after we binged all the Star Wars movies, and the new one was coming out, and I was so excited. So we went to the movie theater, and I filled this baby up.
Oh,
now,
you could put...
I was one of those that...
Listen, you can put a chicken quesadilla in that and just slide that right in. You don't even need popcorn. Look how thin. That's awesome.
So, but listen, okay. My family was so embarrassed because I was walking in the movie theater holding this. Well, workers don't know this is a popcorn bucket. They don't know I'm bringing in popcorn.
You're going, wow. Sliding your own snacks in.
So we walk in and we take our picture by the Star Wars sign. We're so excited. I'm holding my Millennium Falcon.
Whoa, you had me until that. What are you doing at the movie?
Paul. So then I bend down to pick something up, and this bumps. This opens, and popcorn spills all over the floor. So I'm in the middle of the atrium of the lobby of the movie theater with popcorn all around me.
That she didn't pay for.
And my family ran. They ran away from me. And I'm standing there with this popcorn all around me and my empty bucket. And I'm crying because I'm laughing so hard. And I'm like, do I pick this up? Do I just leave? What do I do?
Put popcorn in my toy. That's what you kids.
So then this dad walks in with these kids. And he goes, nice.
Yeah. I mean.
He's like, good job.
Listen. Because on another note, the Millennium Falcon, a smuggler cargo ship. I mean, it's just the best thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
The best thing, she might win.
Now, I do have one more that I didn't pull out.
Do not microwave. If you have a microwave that this will fit in, you don't jam that in there. That is the coolest thing. That's my favorite thing ever.
So I do have another one that's a Christmas tree.
Also wearable. Yeah, that's just
also wearable. It's a Christmas tree with Mickey and Minnie on it that the same family bought for me. And I took it in December when we went, but Austin was like, it kept, every time it would, because you wear it, and every time it would bump our hip, it would open. He was like, this is not worth the $2 popcorn. Leave this in the room.
He just needs to go skiing and you take us. Because I'll go and I will wear whatever dumb thing. There is nothing like wearable food. I'm telling you, it is amazing.
I mean, especially, that one.
Man,
that's my favorite.
I'm really excited about this. So yeah, I have a popcorn bucket, but it was the best thing because little ones, you're looking at a churro and you're like, this looks delicious. It's like $9 now for a churro. But you get a little thing of popcorn and they can just walk around and munch
it lasts you all day.
Yeah, little hands. I mean, it's amazing.
My dad was hyped about the popcorn refill deal. He would go refill it before it was empty. Like halfway down, he's like, I'll go refill that.
Well, so let's see. I'm down to like my last few little things. Well, this is just another thing you get that's just a souvenir you don't have to buy. The cards. Like, so we have this before they had the magic bands. We've got the ode cards, and this is the last time I went by myself. They just give you a card because
my girls love playing with us.
But I'm hoarding tendencies. I have like kind of little fun stuff. But this is the one thing, and so as I look back, very inappropriate. The things that my parents were like, yeah, this is a good thing for him. I have shot glasses from all kinds of places as a child. But these are cool. The fireworks factory from, I guess, Pleasure Island, when that was at
oh my gosh,
places that are gone. Virgin Orlando, the big thing at Disney, at the downtown Disney, when it was like the big mega store. There was like records. It's not a nasty thing. Goodness gracious! Get your mind out of O'Malley's.
Did Did you buy it in the airport or did you go there?
No, we got it there at the big store.
Oh,
it was like a
okay.
3-level like store.
Oh, yeah.
And then just like your basic Disney World.
You have a castle?
And I have Dixie Landings.
I'm getting one next time I go.
Dixie Landings, it's Port Orleans. When they,
Oh, yeah.
So these are like places. I lost a bet with my parents because I told them we never stayed at this hotel, and I was like, "Listen, Pixar didn't happen, guys. We went several years in a row, and I thought we stayed at the All-Star ones every year, and then they hit Pix, and it happened, and then they were like, why would we buy that if we weren't there?" And I was like, "Oh, we went fishing. There's all kinds of stuff that I completely forgot." But
Oh, fun!
but these are like long lost, much like my Universal stuff, things that don't even exist anymore.
I love these.
And it's just like, what a fun little silly
But
item.
how old were you when you started collecting shot glasses?
I have so many. And these aren't all of them I have. Like, we've got them from, like things that are still around. Like, we've got a Universal, like these. I like these little ones more than, like, frosted ones that have the Universal logo like this. And there's a couple more Disney ones. Yeah, I have collections on collections of just junk from my childhood upstairs at my grandparents' house because it's just all in boxes put away. But I found these and I was like, why do I have so many shot glasses?
That is hilarious.
And why are they all from Disney World? It was also, it's just stuff that I grabbed, and then boom, cake photo, son. Not a souvenir, but a picture I took of.
You took that.
This is how you celebrate an anniversary, Disney. Not with a little blue tint and masks. This is a cake. A freedom cake is what I call it. It was the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
This. That is hilarious. I didn't know you were actually there for that.
Oh, I was
remember
there.
you saying you liked the cake castle.
Oh, loved it. Cake castle photo.
Did it smell?
Not like cake.
Both it smelled like
It smelled like summer in Florida with a bunch of sweaty people.
June 13th, 1997.
Dated. Look at that. 15.
Wait a minute. But we're doing the 50.
They had it there a while.
So it was there a long time.
It was
That's
there.
what they're doing this year, too.
So we also saw they had the big sorcerer's hat at MGM for 2 or 3 years. So we saw that a couple times because and it was like, oh, that big hat's there. That's fun.
Yeah, so they're doing, when we celebrate the anniversary this year, the 50th.
Look at this magic, people.
That was 25 years ago.
I mean, so we watch these videos online. There's several. Jenna has her own YouTube channel where these are featured if you're just listening. But they have the 5 biggest mistakes with the castle. And they said that cake was one of the biggest mistakes. Offended.
I think most people don't like it.
And it was up there with Stitch one day. He toilet papered it, and people were furious. And I was like, well, first of all, calm down, everybody. But second, Stitch, the worst character. We got into Pixar movies, not into Disney proper. Stitch, Lilo, you can all take a hike and get out of here. But I like that cake thing. They took big swings in the 90s, and this was a big swing.
For
and,
sure.
It's polarizing, but if you don't like it, you're wrong. Then it's fine.
So we watched an Imagineering show the other day on Shanghai Disney. Have you seen their castle?
No. Oh, you know what? I have seen
It's
their
the biggest castle.
Yeah, it's like a mix of stuff, isn't it?
So
Like
cool.
a mix of themes? Is that the
Well,
one?
it's like 4 floors that you can actually walk through.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, and each floor I think does have a theme. Yeah.
Now that's in China. Good luck. You can just keep that, and we'll keep our Cinderella one in America, but no desire. To go to China.
Anyways,
Well, I like all those other Disney worlds are cool, but they're always like, look at this China one, and I'm like,
when will you ever go there?
I know, and they have a real cool haunted mansion version over there too.
No, they didn't do Haunted Mansion.
No,
they
but
have a really good Pirates of the Caribbean.
Is it Hong Kong or Shanghai? They have. It's not the haunted mansion, but it's like the like sister piece to it, where there's like this monkey that takes you around, and it's like the wall blows out or something at the end, but it's like a screen.
I don't know.
It's cool. I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff at the one in China.
Their Pirates of the Caribbean looks really cool.
Yeah.
You go your ship goes down and splashes, and then the next scene you're in, you look like you're underwater.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. So, my Mickey bag, I love it. Okay, I take this thing everywhere. But look at this. Now.
She's showing off a Mickey bag. It is black and red leather or pleather, not certain. I'm not
It's a Disney Parks
It's
bag.
very nice. It's actually very high quality when you touch it.
It is really nice. I always put my laptop in here when I'm meeting families to talk about their trips.
It's got the Mickey, the white circles, but on the front it has what on one of the white circles?
Well, and inside it's mini, so you could flip it out and have a mini side too with a bow.
Sure does.
Sure does. Okay,
That's
so
reversible.
This is signed by Brett Iwan.
And it's not just signed by this person I've never heard of. It is.
He also drew Mickey on it.
And it's pretty cool.
So
That's a good autograph.
Set up a booth here in Louisville at the Comic-Con a couple years ago.
Oh, I remember that.
And he was there.
I didn't remember. I did not know how you got this. I assumed you just ran into him at the park.
No, we talked to him all weekend. And so Brett Iwan is the voice of Mickey Mouse. Mm-hmm. And he is fourth down from Walt. So Walt was the original voice. Mm-hmm. And then a couple more, and then Brett Iwan. He's our age, looks completely normal, but he can turn on a Mickey voice.
He's not a mouse. He's not, just in case you're worried.
He's not a squeaky little person.
Now, what is this? Is this just a Sharpie?
Probably.
That's like a real good, like...
Well, that's what he does. So, like...
You know what I'm saying? Like this, like in here, this looks like it's made in the bag. It's like a cool...
I know.
It's a neat item.
I had this with me all weekend, and then...
Did you buy that at the park?
No, actually, I think Trisha bought me this.
That is not a souvenir.
But it says Disney Parks.
Loophole.
I think she had it shipped to me for something. I don't know. So, anyways... it says your pals, Brett Iwan and Mickey Mouse. He can sign Mickey's name too.
I mean, I can sign Mickey's name.
I mean, Disney pretty much owns him. So, and I was like, can you just say something? And he was like, yeah, for $100. So I didn't do it.
This guy.
And you could have him like call and leave a voice message for somebody, but that was $100. But it's not him. I mean, he's owned by Disney, pretty much, and his agent was around.
And say, I think Universal Studios is the best. Look, we got Mickey saying it.
So that's one of my favorite souvenirs. I take that with me when I'm meeting families. Oh, we didn't talk about the coins.
Oh.
So my girls used to
penny,
get into the
quarter,
coins, the smashed pennies.
Technically a felony, but we'll move on from that.
So I was telling Paul years ago, one of my big tips was to get one of those M&M tubes with all those mini M&Ms, and we would stack them with 2 quarters and a penny, 2 quarters and a penny. Quarter penny, quarter penny. Yeah. And so when we would get to a penny machine, they would take out their penny and their 2 quarters and have a smashed penny made. So there's some of them are from
these are good because it's only 51 cents to have a souvenir keepsake.
And one year we printed a map of where they all were in the parks. So we made sure we found all of our favorite ones. Some of them are from the zoo. I think this book's
Newport,
from the zoo. Newport Aquarium.
The Indianapolis Zoo. You all go everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Indianapolis, Newport.
The Children's Museum. Yeah. This is pretty cool. But I like these. We used to get these at our zoo here. Mm-hmm. And then they only had like 4, so I was like, thank goodness.
Yeah, and they don't really do them anymore. This is more when they were little. Because again,
I don't know.
There's the NASA that we talked about earlier, the Kennedy Space Center.
Yep, just defacing U.S. currency to put in the book that we'll never look at.
Storybook Circus, that's over, and Famous Alien, that's Julia's favorite.
Yep.
Test Track, Nemo, Soren. Yeah, there's some good ones in there. I'm just reliving. See, this is the thing about... souvenirs. You look at it and it reminds you of all your good memories.
And your kids go, what are you doing? And you shut up.
And they come in and they go, why did you raid my room and steal all my stuff? Oh, and then...
My parents used to use a phone book, is what my kids say.
Always our favorites.
Oh, man.
I'm not an ear person. I can't wear them. They hurt my ears. They hurt my head.
Ironically. Now, people at home, who looks more ridiculous? Because I'm going to say it's a push. It's got a cupcake in the middle of it.
Because we celebrated Stella's birthday.
She has a sequined Mickey ears, or I guess mini ears, because she's a lady. And it has a cupcake in the middle for her birthday, for one of Julia's many birthdays. Oh,
Stella. This was Stella's birthday.
You said Julia. I'm pretty sure.
And then...
It doesn't matter.
They're
all tacky.
We had these for a while. I don't know if they still make these, where you replace the bow.
This one's just a bow.
So you buy the ears, and then you can replace the bow. So this was Julia's Dumbo bow.
Oh, Dumbo bow.
Dumbo bow.
What's up, Dumbo bow?
And Slinky Dog.
Well, you can just wear this. ladies.
Look at you right now. I can't even. Look.
I know. I saw that. What is that?
Up.
Oh.
With the little balloons.
These are like a little casket.
The dead grandma.
She wasn't a grandma. She was never able to have children.
And then Julia just got these with the princess.
How did that become the running theme of our show? The beginning of Up.
Every episode. So these are something. Oh, these I got. Just roll with it.
Oh my gosh, a pun. And then she's got her. You can get your droid.
I could get my droid. He quit talking.
Stella, who's this boy? I'm over here playing. Look, I've got my ears.
So Paul thinks whenever our girls bring home a boy, 30 years from now,
whoa,
I should dress up in my Disney gear and welcome him at the door.
He's
and
like,
turn on
this
my
is
droid.
why you're still single when you're 45 and living at home. Man, 8 feet.
You have anything else?
No.
Besides that hat?
I was
Good
going to
Lord.
bring up some stuff. Now, I think did we talk about that balloon was the last episode? The balloon was the last episode.
Oh yeah.
So I bought this dumb balloon because I love my kids. They got me. I said, I mean, I don't.
You look like Luke Skywalker.
So, I bought one of these balloons because my kids got me with I want a balloon because we stayed for the fireworks and they've got all the light shows and all the stuff.
Yes, you have to have something that lights up at night.
Balloon, listen, that's a rookie mistake. The balloon that goes nowhere. You've got it for one night and then you've just got a balloon and it's just bouncing over in the corner mocking you with your bad financial decisions. It's like, I was $15.
I think
Boy,
more than that.
you sure would like to play with something else, wouldn't you? But you can't because you spent all your money on me. So that was my balloon impression. So the next time we were like, no shenanigans with the balloons. And we got we have two girls like you. We were under the scourge of Frozen for years. And just when one got out of it, the other one got right into it. So we had an Elsa doll that spins and lights up. And, I mean, who knows what the price point on that was. But it probably similar to a balloon. But they still play with it. The batteries still work. And it was just something that when my oldest grew out of it, the little one was like, this is fun. And you just press the button and her dress spins and lights up. And it's like, what a fun little... Just a ridiculous thing. And then we also got, it's not a lightsaber, but it's like one of those light up swords that have a Mickey ears on the handle. And it's just like simple, goofy things, but they've gotten more use. Like they don't even consider those Disney souvenirs. Like those are just toys they would play with. We found that actually the sword in our closet because in the where you can't reach it because you hit your sister with it section of our closet. And so the one thing we talked about in the last episode, going with your grandparents or somewhere with, when you have more than one kid, you got to get them each something.
Yeah.
That's Grandpa's job. Grandma's job. Why don't you throw it in a little case and get them both a little sword so they can fight each other and no one's mad when they get home. So just the little stuff like that, you think it's silly at the light parade, but some of these things aren't just collectibles. The souvenirs are actually
fun.
They're usable when you get home because as soon as that sword comes back out and they find it, they'll be hitting each other again with
Yay!
We have we also, not from Disney World, we have the guitar from Elena Avalor that you strum it and it plays the same 7-second clip of that song. And then a scepter that plays the same 7 seconds that the guitar plays because why? Why would you
The same thing.
Yeah, it goes, Elena of Avalor. Like, no. Why? Why, Disney? Why? But anyway, I think we did some good. Is this cup from Universal? This Dr. Seuss cup?
No, it's just a Tervis Dr. Seuss cup.
Okay. Well, nothing offensive on there, isn't it? We'll cancel that cup. All right. Well, so what do you think your favorite souvenir to get? Not of what we have here, but of in general. Like, what's a must get if you could get one souvenir?
You asking me? I thought you were asking him to leave a comment.
People at home, what is your one souvenir that you think is a must get?
Push button and get a call in.
What is your favorite? Yeah, well, let me check the phone lines. Nope. Well, you could leave in what is your favorite souvenir that you've got.
Yeah, I would love to hear other
But I would love
souvenirs.
to hear just, as a Disney expert, enthusiast. And, I mean, don't tell me you're not an enthusiast.
Well, I love stuff that I can use when I get home.
Yeah.
So that's why we like the popcorn buckets, because we do use those quite a bit. Sweatshirts. I use this quite a bit.
More so than you should, I promise you.
But I like what you did with the postcards too, like something that reminds you of what it was like the time you went. I don't know
So
about
if you had to
that
pick one thing,
I had to
one
pick
thing.
one thing. Out of what?
Or
Not what
one
we have
type of
here.
thing.
One type of thing.
Like, what would you get if you could say, look, we've had this
Wearable.
great vacation. All right. Like, wearable what? Like this?
Wearable. No,
Or like a hat?
like clothes or jewelry. So we have like little mini earrings, the girls and I, or little bracelets. Those things that I can wear.
We do have little shirts that the girls got their first trip with the date, and it was like Addie or whatever, 20, whatever. And it's like they've grown out of them, but by far. But we've got, they're somewhere.
Did you all do the Mickey Mouseketeer hats? We didn't do those. I wish we had when they were little. But
when the first time we went when Lily was brand new, Addie has a princess one. It's like a hat. It's a pink hat and it's got the long
ears.
cape. And when they play wedding, they would always wear it. Or when the many times that I've had to marry them because that's what daddies do. I guess we have marriages to our children in Kentucky, and they say daddy, and then they put that on with their little princess or their little wedding dress, and it's like melt. Yeah. I'm
What's
not
your
gonna start
favorite?
crying again. Well, aside from the hat, I like the things.
you didn't bring your goofy hat.
I don't have a goofy hat. I didn't buy that hat. I just took a picture
you
with
just
it.
tried it on. Okay,
I also
we've done that before.
took the picture with the Pirates of the Caribbean with the big.
Yes.
Again, what are you doing? What just a hat with big dreads coming out of the back? You're not going to wear that again. What are you doing, people? And you shouldn't. If you do think you're going to wear it again, you shouldn't.
Bad idea.
Big pirate hat with fake hair coming out. Like, where are you going to wear that to? It's Easter. Get your Pirates of the Caribbean hat on. So I would have said, look, I love this. Those are good ones. This is my favorite of what we've seen today. I like the popcorn buckets, but now that, like this stuff that I found in the shoebox, this was stuff that I found in just my old things, and I didn't even know I had. I think these souvenir books, I think that is an underrated, overlooked thing because, like, I went to that and I'm like, this is neat. And all this stuff is gone. Universal is amazing now, and it's gigantic. But when we went when I was little and got this book, it was not big, and like all this stuff is gone. And it's like, I knew I had some memories somewhere that you barely have, and then you're like, I have. It was all this cool stuff, and like it was a different park. You got to solve murders with Murder Shirt. Like, what is that? What, that's not anything people even want to do anymore. But, and I kind of like the nostalgia, the stuff that'll be future nostalgia more so than this. But, if you get a souvenir book like that, I think it's cool. But I got to say, I'm just blown away by this. This is the coolest thing ever.
I'm really sorry you weren't with us at the movie theater.
I'm really sorry I'm going to steal it when I go.
Made a big fool of myself.
I'm going to tuck it in a camera bag when I leave.
Just don't put it in the microwave.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well,
fun times, souvenirs.
End it. Deuces. All right, well, that's fine too.
If you would like me to book and plan your next trip for free, click the link in the description below. Thank you and have a magical day.